Trump claims credit for good parts of economy, blames Joe Biden for rest. Donald Trump said in a Sunday interview that the good parts of today's U.S. economy flow from his policies while the bad can be blamed on his predecessor Joe Biden, who did a terrible job. Ultimately, I take responsibility for everything, the U.S. president said in an interview on NBC's Meet the Press talk show. But I've only just been here for a little more than 3 months. At a time of mixed economic signals and mounting concerns over his aggressive use of tariffs, Trump said certain aspects of the economy are his doing. I was able to get down the costs, he said. I think the good parts are the Trump economy and the bad parts are the Biden economy because he's done a terrible job. While surveys point to growing public concern over the economy, most official indicators are not yet flashing red, with unemployment last month at a moderate 4.2% and inflation in March at 2.3%, just above the Federal Reserve's target. But Fed bankers and others have downgraded their predictions for the world's leading economy, pointing to slowing growth and rising inflation and unemployment. Asked whether a U.S. recession is possible, Trump said, "Anything can happen. This is a transition period," he said, adding that ultimately we're going to do fantastically with the greatest economic boom in history. Concerning trade with China, badly shaken after Trump imposed tariffs of 145%, he said we've essentially cut off trade relationships by putting that much of a tariff on. But, he added, that's okay. That means that we're not losing. Trump said the Chinese want to make a deal very badly, and he anticipated eventually lowering the tariff rate. The billionaire Republican has been a sharp and persistent critic of Fed Chair Jerome Powell, whom Trump appointed in 2018. During his first term, telling NBC that he should lower interest rates. Now is the perfect time to do so, he said. Fed governors are expected, when they meet Tuesday and Wednesday, to extend a pause in rate cuts while they see just how tariffs affect the economy. Most analysts expect the Fed to leave rates in the 4.25 to 4.5% range where they have been since December. Even last month, Trump floated the possibility of firing the Fed chair from a position meant to be largely insulated from politics. But he told NBC that he now expects to wait until Powell's term ends in May 2026 to name a successor.